It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bengals and the football team on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Pierce. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant, as we get into it a little bit, they decided to just come right out swinging.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with a big back. A.J. Dillon, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Looking to throw on second down. Pierce out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 62 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Whoa. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, Pierce. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Joseph Osai. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. On 1st and 10, Gordon. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gordon. And that is incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw again. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Gordon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down, Gordon. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Gordon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
To throw on 3rd down, Gordon. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down, Dillon. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Pierce. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off play action. Gordon. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he's got this down to the 35.
Let we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Pierce. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down now. Carmichael, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Gordon. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open. Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Pierce. And this is going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
That's taken on the 25. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pierce. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Operating from the gun, Gordon. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on 1st down, Gordon. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Gordon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this one caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Gordon. Got a man open. It's Chase. 7 yards, the pickup there. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Gordon, touchdown! T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on second down. Pierce.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Pierce. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first and 10, Pierce. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On third down, Pierce. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
So, Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Gordon. Caught on the right side by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Gordon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage and a bit of help.
And it's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone. That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. On first down, Carmichael. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael, there's a nice move. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing on first down, Pierce. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down.
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pierce finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Pierce, and he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They'll look to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Joseph Osai
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw.
Pierce, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Following the fumble recovery, Gordon.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw on second down. Gordon.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
He'll try again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Pierce. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And the defense, will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Pierce. And that is incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gordon. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, Gordon. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They'll run on first down. Carmichael. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
46 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Gordon. And that's complete to Adams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Washington, 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw incomplete. Now, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Washington on third down.
They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Pierce. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon, and he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Dayo Odengbo in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals set to take over.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Off the play fake. Gordon throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Carmichael. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action, Gordon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
He shakes him off. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Throwing on 1st down, Pierce. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Pierce. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 31 yards. And Washington has once again taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On first down, Gordon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw. Gordon. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll look to throw. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Washington down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. They'll run on 1st down. Carmichael. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Oh, yeah.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Off the play fake. Gordon.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. on second down. Carmichael. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.